Hi everyone, myself Satya, Department of Mathematics, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. In today's class, we are going to see statistics, okay, a particular topic which is testing of hypothesis. So what is meant by hypothesis? So which is nothing but an assumption, okay, and we need to check the assumption, that is the statement, whether it is right or wrong. So for that we will have different types of methods and methodologies. So using that we are going to find the statement is right or wrong, okay, whether we need to accept the statement or we need to reject the statement, okay. Yes, so now we will have a different terms and terminologies in statistics, okay. Population, that means we are going to collect these individuals, okay. It may be a finite one or it may be an infinite one, okay. Yes, and suppose we are going to have the example, right. Suppose we need to take the number of students in a particular class, okay, that should be finite, right? Am I right? Yes. Suppose we are going to find the pressure at any point in the atmosphere, which is infinite, okay. So from that we are going to find the sample. So it is not easy to find for the population. So for that purpose only we are going to have the sample. For sample we are going to apply the method, and which will be applicable to the population also, okay. So sample, which is a small portion that should be selected from the population, and that process is called the sampling, okay. And sample size is nothing but the number of individual in a selected sample, which is called the sample size. Out of 60 students, how many students are average in maths? Okay, as a teacher I know, suppose if it is, I am telling that one has 10, that 10 is called the sample size, okay. And the parameter and statistics, which is nothing but any method which is computed from the population, that is called parameter, and any method which is calculated from the statistics, that is the sample, that is called statistics, okay. So once again we should know the basic terms and terminologies. So you can see population and sample. If you need to find the population size, capital N, and sample size is small n, and population mean is mu, sample mean is x bar, standard deviation of population is sigma, and for sample it is s, and proportion is p, and for mean it is p dash, okay, right. And variance is sigma square for population, and for sample it is s square, okay. And what is mean by a standard error? So which is nothing but a standard deviation of sampling distribution of a statistics is known as its standard error, okay. So this is one of the method, okay. The first thing we need to check, if any problem or some statements are given, first I want to check, okay, whether it is small sample or large sample. Based on what we are going to test it as small or large, you can check n value. If it is less than 30, we can say which is small sample. If it is greater than or equal to 30, we can say it is large sample, okay. So first thing I have to verify that. If it is less than 30, then you go for 3 tests, t test, f test, and chi-square, okay. Among this, if you are going to analyze the mean, we can go for t test. If you are going to analyze f test, that is variance, we are going for f test, okay. So now we are going to see a problem under t test, okay. Yes. So this is the formula I want to remember, okay. This is the formula. So first I want to form null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. After that we need to define LOS, which is nothing but level of significance, and I want to use the formula T as, we'll have two formulas, two set of formulas. Standard deviation is given, you go for first formula, and if it is not given, you can go for the second formula, okay. Yes. Now it is the problem, right. Once again you can check n value here, which is 10, right. So a random sample of 10 boys had the following IQs: 70, 120, 110, 101, 86, 83, and 95, 98, 107, 100. Do these data support the assumption of a population mean IQs of 100? Okay, and we need to find the reversible range also. Okay, so the first thing is I want to verify n value. So here what is n? Yes, n is 10. And check what is mu, which is also given. population mean which is 100, then find the sample mean. Using the sample datas, we need to find the sample mean. Just add all the datas, and how many datas are given? Totally it is 10. You can divide by 10. Finally we are getting 97.2, which is x bar. Okay, then you find what is s square. For that we need to form the table like this. So you can go for x. X is nothing but the given set of datas. And what is x minus x bar? X bar is what? 97.2, right? Yes. So you can use the calculator. Alpha x minus 97.2. Okay, this way you can use it in the calculator and press calc button. It will ask different values of x. You can give x value and write the answer. Then just complete this table. Okay. Then after completing this table, okay, just find x minus x bar the whole square. Then find its total. So the total is what? 1833.6. Then find what is s square. S square formula, this is the formula, and just replace the term 1833.6 by n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1. The value is 203.73. Then find what is the value of s. Okay. So now the thing is what? Now we are going to formulate the steps. Okay. Step number 1, you just find h0, which is mu as 100, and h1 mu, which is not equal to 100. How we are getting this? From the data. Okay, and for h1 I have to check the given problem whether it is two-tailed or one-tailed. If any condition is given, then which is one-tailed. If it is nothing is mentioned in the problem, that means that is two-tailed. Then write alpha, which is 0.05. If it is not given, just take 5%, and go for the formula. So which is test statistics t equal to x bar minus mu by s by root n. It just replace the values x bar 97.2, mu 100, and s is 14.27 by root n. N is what? 10. Okay, use the calculator. Step by step, it just find the values. So finally we are getting the answer as minus 0.62. This answer we are getting, and just find the absolute value, which is 0.62. Okay, after that you just compare the table value and calculated value. For that we need to find the table value. For that, just write what is the degrees of freedom, which is gamma equal to n minus 1. The value is 9. So in the table you check degrees of freedom 9. Okay, degrees of freedom 9, and two-tailed is 5%. Okay. So that way I have to check it in the table. Finally the table value is what? From t-test table I have to write. Okay. So which is 2.262. Now we are going to compare the table value and the calculated value. Table value is 2.262 and calculated value is 0.62. Which one is maximum? Yes. Table value is maximum. That means we need to accept the hypothesis. The hypothesis what is the thing we are chosen here? Yes, mu as 100. So from this we can say, so for the the given data, the population mean of IQ, it should be 100. Okay, so that is the thing we need to find here. Okay, thank you.